Hey, and welcome to another Self Care Sunday. Before I get into the topic for today's Self Care Sunday, I just want to talk about why I now do these Self Care Sundays and how that leads into what I'm doing today. So, many of you are new to my channel and or the blog or wherever you found me, Instagram, but last year, after losing my grandmother very suddenly, my health, both my physical and emotional health, took a nosedive. Like, it was really, really bad. And of course, I wasn't taking great care of myself, and my skin was affected, my hair was affected. I was losing hair left and right. But also, at the same time, I didn't really care much at that time. I was depressed and angry and hurt and feeling all of the things. So, when I finally did start to come around um, and realized that I needed to take better care of myself because my family needs me, um, I need me. I decided that, hey, Nick, the only way you're going to get back on track is to have a routine, especially with your hair. You need to have a set routine so that you're not just winging it. So, what I started doing was every month, at the first of the month, I either cleanse by shampooing my hair or I detox by doing a clay mask on my hair. Um, I also pre-poo at the beginning of the month, and my pre-poo is a henna gloss. It's my henna mixed with some oils, and now with onion juice. Um, so I do that at the first of the month. Moisturize, 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 moisturize. And I do a deep conditioner at the first of the month. Then every weekend thereafter, for the rest of the month, I do a co-wash. Unless I've been doing something really insane, I do not wash my hair um, again for that month. The reason is because I have very dry hair, very dry scalp, um, and I have very low porosity hair. So my biggest goal is to infuse moisture into my hair and to protect my ends. So as you can see, I have a protective style. This is not necessarily the style that I always wear, but I'm almost always in a protective style, and that's the reason why. So in addition to the monthly and weekly routine, I realized that my hair was not going to be as healthy as it could be without regular trims. Now, I have no problem with this because I'm not a long hair person. I prefer short hair. Um, but when I had my locks, I could not keep it short enough. Like, it grew like weeds. So, as part of my routine, I started to trim every 3 months or so, 2 to 3 months, unless I feel something on my ends that need to go, like a single strand knot that needs to go. So that leads me into the topic for today. All right, so last Sunday I did my henna treatment and then I washed my hair with my Castile soap shampoo, the one that I make, and then I did a deep conditioner. I immediately put my hair in four plaits and kept it that way for like 2 days. Then when I took those out, I combed out my stretched out hair and gave myself a trim. Now, there's many ways to do a trim on natural hair. I have 4B, 4C hair all over. And I used to trim my hair with by doing by straightening it and then trimming it like I would if I had a relaxer or if I had a press or something like that. So I stopped doing that because I realized that if my hair is damaged already, then doing that, straightening it, is not going to help the situation. So plus I don't like it when my hair is straight because the bounce back, the snap back, the shrinkage that we all love so much, it doesn't happen. My hair was not snapping back like it should. So that made me realize that it was unhealthy and I needed to stop doing my trims in that way. So back in the day, when I had straight hair, this is way back in the day, they just would, with my hair out, they just would pull it up and trim. And so I started just doing my hair, doing my trims in that same way, but on my stretched out afro. So that's what I did earlier this week. And for the most part, it was okay, but it's just very time consuming. I really don't care very much about shape at this point. I just care about health. But here's the third way that I trim my hair. So I now have these twists in. I put these in a couple of days ago. And even though I had already given myself a trim, like I said, it's very time consuming and there were probably lots of spaces that I missed. So with the twist in, it's very simple to just feel down the length of the twist and feel if I have knots. I don't have a whole lot right now because I did do that first pass of a trim, but where I do feel them or where I see that the ends are not staying in the twist, I know that needs to go. And I just pull it and trim it. And that's probably the easiest way, especially if I wear twist as a protective style that particular week. It's so simple. And so actually now I'm thinking I probably will just, when I know it's time for a trim, at least every 2 to 3 months, I will put my hair in twists, stop being lazy, and put my hair in twists, and so that I can trim it. So as you can see, this is going pretty fast, and it's easy just to feel those ends and snip them off. Now, I've had people ask me this before. How, like, when you have a relaxer or your hair is straight, you can tell, you can look at your ends. Like I call them, I say your ends look scraggly. But if you've ever seen a person with a relaxer or, their hair is straightened, you will see, especially if the hair's long, you will see that it'll be long, but it'll be see-through at the ends. Like the ends are very feathery, and not on purpose. They're just kind of see-through. Those are what I call scraggly ends, and you know that that's hair that needs to come off. It's just there for length. It's not healthy. My hair, natural hair, for the most part, is the same way. When I pick out my afro, if I can see through the ends of my hair, that's not because my hair is thin. That's because my ends are thinning and probably need to be trimmed. So that's one way that I can tell that I need trim. The other way, which is much, much better because I don't wear my fro out very frequently. The other way that I can tell though is kind of like what I'm doing now. If I feel my hair, I can feel crunchy ends. I can feel knots on the ends, and that's how I know I need to trim. So there's one more way. As I'm detangling, if I'm let's say I take a twist out and I'm combing from tip to root, always from tip to root, and I can hear my hair, it sounds crunchy, I need a trim. So that's 3 ways to determine, using your senses, if your 4B, 4C natural hair needs a trim. I can't speak for other hair types because I don't have that, and I don't know for a fact what works for those other hair types. The 3 ways, using your senses, you can feel it, feel the ends. You can look at it, look at the ends. You see my ends right now look healthy. They are not scraggly except that one right there. Let's trim that a little bit. So feel it, look at it, listen for it when you detangle. And that's it. I just gave myself a nice I gave myself a nice trim earlier in the week, and I just cleaned it up even a little bit more. And you can already see my twists just look a little juicier. They look a little meatier and just healthy. So that's my trim for this week. And hopefully I won't have to do it again because I'm a lazy natural. Hopefully I won't have to do it again for a couple of months if I take care of my hair. So that's it, you guys. Trimming 4C, 4B, 4C natural hair 3 ways. As always, be sure to take care of yourself first. You can't take care of anyone else until you take care of yourself. Hope you guys have a very happy Sunday. And thanks for watching.